Well, I forced you to look at my face the other day, and I have shaved since then, so let me turn this around. Here's what I was wanting to talk about. The last video, my plan was to epoxy these to some liners, and I'm going to do it, but I realized, my goodness, getting the adhesive off of these from the tape being around them for a very long time, it's going to take some doing. So this is going to be a lot longer of a process than I thought. And on top of that, I'm going to be using an awful lot of my two-part epoxy. It's worth it, but it's going to be a lot more costly and time-consuming than I thought. And I haven't been able to use these for any other thing, but now that I'm making these 3-finger knives, it will come in perfect for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the, the expense and the time. I'm gonna do it upright. So that's probably what I'm gonna be doing today. I am getting the handles for Nikki's knife. It will be pearl white. And I've got the Kydex for that, and this is her knife out of the tempering oven. I gotta clean it up and get it ready for the handles, but I can't put my gloves on. They fit real tight. Oh, I think this is the glove that, yep. There's the glove. I'm still gonna wear it though, because I still got a little life left in it, and this is the only part I need. So maybe I could just slit the back of this. I don't know, we'll figure it out. But I got one here that's not spoken for, and this is not spoken for. As a matter of fact, let me put this over here so I don't get messed up with who's getting what. That is Nikki's, and I don't know if I'll get to this today, but I really want to give my hand a little more time to heal. I don't want to get any dirt in it, So I think I'm going to spend my time doing this, and then I know it doesn't seem interesting, but I have ordered. Well, I'm going to empty all my garbage cans. I got tons and tons of sandpaper, and that one, and this one, the cat food up in my kitchen. Boy, does it stink after a few days. So this is my last 80 grit, and 80 grit is what I use more than any other grit. So I've ordered 6 of these, 6 of the 100, and 6 of the 120. And all the rest of them are for wood. And I don't know what I was thinking. They don't work for metal at all. So I'm probably just not gonna, someday I'll use them when I run out of everything else. So I've ordered more of these. I've ordered more of the belts that I use most frequently. And I'll tell you the truth, I'm ordering stuff. I'm not in a position where I need all this extra stuff, but I'm very, very worried that I may not be able to get the stuff that is key to me being able to make these knives. And who knows, when it comes to that point where I can't get the stuff I need, maybe, knives won't even sell by then, because the way the economy's going. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start pulling the tape off of these, and this is alcohol, and it's taken a lot longer to rub the adhesive off with alcohol, but this is acetone, and it's like 35, 40 bucks a gallon now, and this is, a couple of bucks. So I will take the extra time to get all these cleaned up. All right, see you in about an hour. Oh, Lordy, that was a lot of work. Whole lot of alcohol, too. So, I got all the adhesive off. That was some doing there. Now, I'm going to go to my table saw and cut all these down the middle. And then we can start epoxying the desert ironwood onto the liners. Well, that is all the clamps I have. And I thought I had plenty of clamps. But I only have to do this once in a blue moon. So, what do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need 10 clamps. So I'm just gonna have to, I mixed up way too much epoxy. So I'm just gonna have to wait till these dry and come back tomorrow and do the rest. So now I'm just gonna clean up in here. That's all I'm gonna do. Empty trash cans, vacuum sweep, clean up all my machines. And I am getting the handles for Nikki's knife today. So I'll probably put the handles on that tomorrow.
That's not the big George that comes to see us, and he's really friendly. I can get within like 10 inches of him, closer than that, and he won't run away. This is a younger model.
He's chubby.
Yeah, he is. Now if you get up really close to him, George. Tell you what, on that big George.
Okay, that's it for me today. I haven't swept or cleaned up in here. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I'm gonna have one more easy day tomorrow. Actually, I was short 10 clamps, so tomorrow these will all be done and I'll glue up the rest of them and then order some more epoxy. But I did get an awful lot done. I got all kinds of wood cut that I've been meaning to get cut. This is a figured mango, and this is God only knows. I don't know what kind of wood that was. It came in a 18-inch 2x2 block, and for the life of me, I can't remember what it was. So I really have gotten a lot done out here, just a little bullcrap things. And I'm admitting to myself why this little thing happened. Let me sit a minute. It's very, very expensive making knives. And I find myself trying to make belts and blades and drill bits last beyond their useful life. And I've already learned this lesson the hard way, but it still didn't stop me from trying to be cheap. When you gotta press real hard on this to get the metal to cut, it's, you know, you gotta put a new blade on. And these also were Morse blades, and I will never buy Morse blades again. They're bad. Lennox, I went ahead and bought some new blades. That's my last Morse. I'll use that up, and then from now on it's going to be Lennox. But yeah, that's partially the reason this happened, was I was having to push so hard to get that steel to cut long past the useful life of the blade. And this bag is just filled with belts that I should have thrown away, but I've been trying to squeeze a little more life out of them. You just would not believe the cost of making knives. So, well, I think I mentioned that I spent, well, I don't think I actually gave you a figure, but I spent almost 600 bucks on steel. And I ordered that last Saturday. I figured they'd ship it Monday, but they haven't even sent me a notification saying it's been shipped. And this is New Jersey Steel Baron, so, you know, maybe a while. I ordered some combat abrasive belts, and they let me know that they ship them, they make them and ship them, and the grits I ordered were the grits that they're out of course, but they'll ship them as soon as they go back to making them. And this was my last big belt. I had tried to make that belt last too long that was on there, so I'm doing it. I'm breaking down and replacing this stuff I should replace, just because you end up wasting more time. You stress your motors when you got to press so hard. You end up making the knife too hot. So right now I gotta take this off. This has surpassed its useful life. And that was junk too. That was Harbor Freight. So I'm gonna order some combat abrasive discs and just be done with it. You pay more, but they last 3 times longer. That's what I've learned about combat abrasives. Okay, we'll be back out here tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll get them last 5 handles glued up. That takes 10 clamps, 2 per handle. Alrighty. See you tomorrow. Okay, I lied about going home. I just wanted to show you that this is what happens when you buy cheap discs. When you pull it off, the adhesive sticks, and you got to take a razor blade and scrape the adhesive off. And then you got to take acetone and clean all the last little bit of adhesive off. Otherwise, it won't lay flat. And I'm almost done, but I'm gonna go through the Harbor Freight discs that I have and then order some good ones. Okay, good for another 20 days. Well, I thought that was gonna be the end of my videos, but I got my mail, and this is gonna be for Nikki. And the thing is, these are 12 bucks a set, but I can get 2 knives because the handles are only half this length. So I cut this in half and there's 2 knives. Boy, is it hot. My God. I don't know how I keep trying to get my wife to come inside, but she won't. She is taking a break in the fan up there, but she's weed eating. And me, I would let this stuff grow until it hides in my house, and then once a year I'd weed eat. Anyway, so I'm probably gonna do dinner skinners out of these 2, but I'm still waiting for my steel. They haven't even shipped it yet. So I got something else here I'm gonna show you that's gonna make life a little easier. This is a grommet setter for the Kydex. Yeah. And it's 3/16 grommets, which will allow me to make the 3-finger knife sheaths a little bit narrower, because I kind of think the size is the attraction to these knives, but the fact that you can not so much hide them, but it doesn't take a lot of work to carry it. You don't have to have you don't have to dedicate belt space and all that. Well, something ain't right here. Oh, okay, let me shut this off and get this set up. All right, so I have to mount this to something. I would mount it to something about 1 inch tall. And then, hold on, wait, don't go anywhere. Okay, am I gonna be able to do this? This is the other half of it. And you can put it on a press, which I have, but I'd rather give it a couple of raps with a hammer, because I can control, I know by now, I know how hard to hit it with a hammer to get it to squeeze out. Holy crap, it's so hot out here. I can't believe it. This little metal box turns into an oven the second you turn that air conditioner off. Okay, now. Oh, and I got something. I got my, I won a radio from HNX Media. And I didn't look at, I've already thrown the box away. I didn't look at I got it. I found it today in the box that I get packages in. And the mail guy, the post office guy, he doesn't usually put boxes in there. He makes me come get them. But anyway, the last few times he has put boxes in there. So I walked by it today and I just looked in there just in case. And there it was in there. So I'm going to do a separate video on that. HNX Media. I won a radio. I just thought I'd give this a try. So that's what here, let me That's what it looks like. And it does a much better job than doing it freehand. This is for my 1/4 inch. And then this is my 3/16. So there we go. And this is where I keep everything. And I did mention before about cheap grommets that you buy from Amazon, and that's them. I thought they would look nice with my desert tan, and they do look nice, but they split and the paint comes off. So here, hold on, let me turn this over. There we go. See what I mean? Paint that just comes right off. Cheap junk.